Alrighty, so today is Tuesday the 18th, and we got a fielding feedback video. So they're 5-minute little thing. There's a lot in it. We're going to share it. We're going to go through it, talk about it, and all this stuff. This is strictly for Road to the Show. Next week is franchise. I watched it, I paid attention to it, looked up some stuff. It looks like it'll be good, but we'll break it down all here. So leave a like, subscribe. We'll keep this up to date as much as we go. Thursday, I believe, is the stream. I don't think we're going to react to it like we did the last time. I think I will watch it and then just sort of take notes and sort of go from there instead of going through it entirely, because there's a lot of fluff in those streams and all that stuff, and I'm not here for the fluff. I just rather have the sort of like hard-hitting news thing. Maybe we'll just do it on Friday when they do the whole cleanup thing and they kind of throw out the summary. Maybe we'll cover that instead. I really don't know. It's just a little bit easier when it's directly from the mouth, but we'll sort of see what happens. So let's jump into this and we'll talk about things as we go. Alrighty, so here's the trailer. Like I said, we'll pause it as we go, and there's some interesting stuff here. So here we go. I muted it. Oopsie.
MLB The Show fans, we've heard your feedback, and we're providing a play-by-play of what's new in Road to the...
Either way, I like this, where it's like first thing was at high school and college and Road to the Show. They're never doing high school, but I definitely would settle for just college. I want to upgrade my player just as I see fit. Has there been any word on they'll change the progression Road to the Show? So here's what's interesting, and I don't know if these are actual Twitter accounts or not. They could be. I don't know. But one of the things was funny is this one in particular, at least the high school thing. So in Madden, I think for a while you did college. You played, I think, the title game in college back in Madden, and then in NCAA, at least up until the recent one, you played in high school. So this at least seems to be working. And I know the college thing is difficult because of the thing, and we'll get into that. But I kind of laugh when they sort of start off by saying, "Hey, we see you guys." I'm sure they do, and I'm sure they grumble.
The show.
Maybe, I know.
Robert Flores here with fielding feedback. Introducing Path to 99 Progression. From your first step on the field to your Hall of Fame.
I love how it says take full control of your character, because, prior it was like you had to fill in archetypes. We'll pause it here in a second. But this is interesting.
Earn tokens and strategically invest in any...
So my first thought when I saw this was, this feels more like an RPG element of the game, and I think that's the correct way to do it. Reason being, one, if I remember right, the archetypes in the show were very shallow and not that great. The reason why I'm using that analogy is more or less because it was like if you wanted to be power and speed, right? You had to be like this, like it was like a weird anomaly kind of thing. And most of the time in these games, you play long enough, you're gonna be maxed out everywhere. That's usually how these things work. So I guess the logic of just sort of picking and choosing where you're going, I think is huge. Because like right here, it talks about power. Further contact in the outfield increases exit velo needed for mashing home runs more consistently. It talks there, power versus left, power versus right, plate discipline.
Single
for sure.
Or group of attributes.
And then I'm guessing this is like if you want to hit all of them. So in this instance, contact both sides, plate, clutch, bunting, drag bunting, plate vision. So if you want to be more contact guy, I think
along your road to the show, when a key moment arrives, your performance will affect how you handle it the next time. Succeed and you'll unlock a perk. Perks are always on and permanent.
So this is interesting. So they talked about perks being on and permanent. So you're getting small buffs along the way. And then now in here, it looks like you're getting...
You'll be able to alter and craft perks using tokens, even adding additional...
So it looks like here, this is clear for takeoff, a great perk. So it says, so there's a trigger for this. It's a 3-0 or 3-1, runners on base, offense is winning 0 outs. And you get a 30% velocity exit velo boost and a 20% sweep timing boost. This is pretty good, depending on the path you take. I don't know what any of these other paths are, but this is interesting. And mind you, you're still 53 overall, but you're getting these perks and stuff that are pretty easy. It looks like to get. I don't necessarily know what's going to be what. But the idea, I like the idea to control things a little bit better, where it's sort of like you can kind of make and match how you want to play, which is I'm always here for. Always here for.
While you're at it,
always here.
Your perk effects by pairing them with equipment.
Well, this is nothing new.
Your game to the next level. You can earn equipment by
nothing new.
Dynamic challenges and through monthly surprises from your agent.
So for those of you who don't know, a lot of times the equipment you get in packs, and it'll just give it out to you. It usually has stat attribute bonuses that you can use in Road to the Show. A lot of the better ones, like we got, remember the All-Star stuff or stuff we get during the season. All those have hitting attributes and attributes in Road to the Show. So that's why you kind of get one fielding gear or something. You can get it that way. I don't know if there's only going to be unique ones in here that better suit you, but for the most part, you're going to get them just by playing, regardless of where you're playing. Especially if you're in Road to the Show, you're going to get them a lot. Or not Road to the Show, Diamond Dynasty.
We're excited to introduce Road to the Show, the amateur years.
There you go, amateur, baby.
During your senior year of high school. Lead your team to the state championship while catching the eye of college scouts and MLB.
Oh, they'll say in a second. We'll pause it here.
Every pitch brings you
the
closer
ping
to a shot at the pros and maybe even an early draft pick. If you accept the invite to the MLB Draft Combine, you can boost your draft stock even more through skills evaluation and games against some of the best in attendance. After you're drafted, you have a decision to make. Will you sign and head to the minors, or will you grow your skills in college and maybe even...
So, hold on. We're going to pause here in a second.
Choose between up to 8.
So, I guess these are the 8. Here's what's interesting, and I think this is great. So, for instance, Texas is still good. Fullerton's fallen off, but they're historically a really good school. TCU, I say, kind of up and coming. I think they've done pretty well. Vanderbilt, pitching factory. South Carolina, I don't recall. I think they got to the College World Series. Tennessee's the defending champions. UCLA, pretty good historically. At least they've been. Guys like Garrett Cole came out of there. And then LSU, of course, where Paul Skeens came from. So these are the 8 schools. This is interesting. It's a lot of historically baseball factories. Like Texas had, Houston Street, one of their guys. I think Roger Clemens would have went there if he wasn't drafted in high school. Cal State Fullerton. Justin Turner still active. He was from Cal State Fullerton. Among some other guys, Phil Nevin was a #1 pick from Cal State Fullerton. Kurt Sarloos is the head coach there, so he's got some ties. Vanderbilt, Jack Leiter, Kumar Rocker. Walker Bueller was another one from there. South Carolina, I don't know anyone offhand. Tennessee, Ben Joyce was a Tennessee guy. UCLA, Garrett Cole, Brandon Crawford. LSU, Paul Skeens, Dylan Cruz. These are historically and even currently very strong schools in college baseball.
Different programs,
very good.
Offering something unique in the hopes of winning.
Now, what's interesting, I didn't see this, but so it even tells you right here. Oh, hold on, sorry. Hold on. I want to. So like here, they talk about alum. So like Garrett Crochet with their Christian Moore. He's in the Angel system. We're building something special. We want to make Tennessee dynasty making. We need a dynasty leisure. We think you're the one that keep this train rolling full steam ahead. And they do hashtag, they do the location, which is cool. Baton Rouge, go Tigers. Paul Skeens, Dylan Cruz, Alex Bregman, LSU. We set the standard for excellence in the college sport, especially baseball, fresh off our 2023 championship. We are not done yet. We want you to help us keep the titles coming. Are you ready to be a Tiger?
In the hopes of winning a championship.
They talked about packages and all that stuff. I wonder if they say control thing, because that's where that's where I'm going when we do this. Slammy.
Whether you hit the fast track as a top pick or grind your way through the system.
More than likely, it'll be the latter, because I don't think I've seen anyone go really that high. But I don't know how that'll be with college. They said you could go 101.
The show in 25, players can immerse themselves on the field with our first-person camera.
I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of this thing, but maybe it's just me.
Just press the touchpad at any time during gameplay, and the camera will shift.
Maybe it'll be easier to track.
Camera view to a first-person view. Hotshot catches are no picnic for MLB infielders. New and Road to the Show, you can experience the same type of challenge when a ground ball is crushed right at your infielder. How well you perform.
That circle's going to be a pain in the arse Let me tell you.
The quick time event will determine whether you snag it or boot it. While catching en road to the show with runners on base, you've always got to be ready to push down on the L stick to block the ball. The quicker you recognize
the L stick, huh?
the better chance you have to block the ball and keep it close so the runners don't advance.
By the way, I think they're showing player lock, so I think this stuff's gonna be if you do player lock in any mode too.
When runners in scoring position, hits to the outfield will sometimes trigger a quick time event as the outfielder throws to home. The catcher will have to take charge and tell the corner infielders where they need to cut the ball. While playing first or third base,
I also think they showed this last week, so this is kind of retreaded information, but it's still good, right? Throw in there, bam, he's out. Same thing from third base.
There are now
Everyone.
specific hit paths created in all stadiums where your fielders will have the opportunity to rob foul.
I mean, that's cool, I guess. I guess.
Make the play when it counts the most. New and
You kind of have that.
base running, if the pitcher throws a ball in the dirt where the catcher has to block it, a new quick time event will pop up, allowing you to see the path.
This is nice. One, I think it'll help with the reflex of just letting things go, because now you can kind of just, if you see that path, you can now just jump, which I think will help, and then you can kind of get away from it. Especially like having a couple milliseconds there. It's always nice. That's good.
Directional analog base running is a new base running camera system that is 100% based on the camera's orientation. All you have to do is push in the direction you want to run.
I mean, that's helpful. That'll make things a little bit easier, especially like grounding, so you don't have to like rotate it a lot in player locks and stuff.
A new base running quick time event that gives your runner a chance to fake out the fielder and perform a swim move, avoiding the tag. Stay tuned for the next episode.
Yeah.
Hold your horses,
Yeah, get him.
Presentation enhancements. Whether it be pre-game, post-game, or in-game, your Road to the Show players on the field.
His name is Hum.
We have built our presentation and commentary to focus on your journey to Major League.
I mean, that's nice. That's how it should have been. I would figure, but look at those. Those look snazzy. The print's a little funky, but I wonder if you'll be able to wear these, because some guys do like the college jerseys. So I don't. Maybe we'll see these in Diamond Dynasty. I don't know. Probably not. They don't put the East-West stuff in there, do they? But these would be kind of cool. Especially if they got the license. That'd be cool. But we'll see.
Home run celebrations,
Dog pile. That guy's on his own, just swimming.
High school and college baseball.
There you go.
And not to mention that you, Robert Flores, and Jessica Mendoza will be covering
there you
the
go.
MLB Draft Combine. That's all I got. Coach out.
Stay tuned for the next episode of Fielding Feedback,
which will be next week.
Dive into new features for franchise in March to October. This is Robert Flores. See you next time.
And by the way, we are officially 1 month away from the general release of the game. So now, with all that being said, I think it's going to be at least a little bit better. It'll be at least a little bit better. I think the presentation is going to be the biggest thing. Is just giving people the ability to do a lot of this stuff, which is different than years past. I've dabbled in Road to the Show. I never really gone all the way. I was thinking about this earlier, and I was sort of writing it. When in college, I didn't play MLB The Show. I didn't really start playing MLB The Show again until COVID hit, which was 5 years ago. But I remember watching a lot of Road to the Show players. Like one of the channels I think is still around is SpectsGamingTv. He did a lot. He did a lot of Road to the Show stuff, and there were a couple other creators too that I watched that were strictly Road to the Show. They had running narratives, with Road to the Show. So I think making the game more like that is going to be good, especially for those players, where that's all they're going to be, or if that's where their thing is. And the same thing with franchise. I think hopefully franchise will see some more next week will be good. But like that's stuff that you can run some narratives and you can run these careers of these guys and make episodes out of it. So that's going to be good, and I think it'll be great for other players too. Because one, for a lot of us who do Diamond Dynasty, like we get stuff for it, we might touch it. But this will help. This will definitely help. So let me know down below. Is this what you guys are looking for? Are you guys Road to the Show players? Are you not? Are you going to try it out this year, knowing that there's some college elements in there? and all the fun stuff, let me know down below. But remember, stay tuned here for more MLB The Show news and all that stuff as we get closer and closer. We are a month away exactly from the day this went up. So get excited, guys. And with all that being said, my name is Spec. I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye, guys.